From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check Mike, 99, Mike 99. 52. Hey, Echo. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Allen. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10. At the 45-yard line. Hey, Sue. '44 at the mic. Check. Quit talking about it and bring it. 44 at the mic. Alert. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Looking to throw on second down. Allen. They find some open field here. 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Josh Lambeau now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 40-yard.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 56. Hey, look, 48. Hey, we don't like the 48.
Now Allen to try again after the pick six. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch the screen. Hold the look. Hold. Alert. Check 31. No. Off. Joker. Alert. Joker.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the checks, and you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said they had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You ain't doing nothing today. Smooth.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And did he put that on a dime? Yeah, wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Hill. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
Hill going to try the right side. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And all the way up to the 21-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have you ever run?
A little flag down. He goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Jackson. James has got it. Complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Get the ball.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. 22 yards there, a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Check 6 guys. Alert. Deuce. Check 13. Hey, tight.
On 1st down, Allen. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, orbit. Switch. Middle. 5 wide. Greystone, travel. 44. Five. Check 43. 44 is the mic. Check. Alert. Hey, keep it up. 44 is the mic. Half 85.
To the air, Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Get that ball. Check Mike 99. He don't know no better. Go. Check Mike 99. I got him. Check Mike 99. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check Mike 99. Middle. Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Check Mike 99. Hey, Delta. Ricky. Check Mike 99.
Now Allen again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is all the way up past the 25. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Mike, 48. Mike, 48.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
48. 48 to Mike. Silver.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go.
What's that?
Now Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part and got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talked about, they should make
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
3 bucks. Check 26, check 26.
From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Throwing is Jackson. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Jackson. They complete it to Hill.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Switch. Hatchet.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
49 to Mike. Watch 49. Stop your whining.
Jackson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball in the coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, arguably, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Here we go. Set. Switch the outlaw. Keep tight end. Keep tight end. Three down. Let's go. Come on.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into a huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Third and 2, here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now 14-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, will kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check me 19.
Check Mike 99. Mike 99.
Alert. Here we go.
Pick it up.
56, 56.
Safety.
Hey, high 7.
Watch the whip.
Is that?
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little
Let's go,
early.
baby. Let's go.
And that'll set them back 5.
Check
My lady.
Yo, we don't want nothing. Come here. Pick up the ball.
Hey, home. Bravo.
Mike 99. Mike 99.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Check Mike.
Allen to throw once more. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
All 52. Hey, Haywood.
Check Mike 99. Mike 99.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Check Mike 99. Mike 99.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Check Mike 99. Mike 99.
Pass 85. Pass. 85. Here we go. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Again, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Now it's Jackson. Gets this one to Hill. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Hill. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Jaguars.
Ready. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Switch it. Check 3.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Richie James, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bills Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Safety's creeping.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the ball is knocked out. And the Jags grab it. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And Diggs has it. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go play action now. Jackson. Here as he's taken down. And Oliver able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long.
45. Defense wins championships, baby.
Jackson from the shotgun. It's Hill, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37th. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
40.
Mike, 44.
Pass.
I got you. 44.
Hey, zoom.
Check. Here we go. Middle.
Come on.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Allen now looks to throw. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you...
Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Alert!
Slant. Back.
Half.
Double up. He's coming, double up. 36.
Middle.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Complete to Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check safety. Motion.
Hey, tight.
Smith. 44 is the mic. Man, I got you.
Now Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the run. Crunch.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check four.
Now Jackson. That one complete to him. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be... Check 45 the mic. Check 45 the mic.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
45 the mic. Exit. Ready.
From the gun, Jackson. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. Check 37.
And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Only a yard on the 3rd down throw, and that leads to a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. Watch the shit. 45. Mike, 45. All day, every day.
From the gun, it's Jackson. They complete it to Hill. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Jaguars 31, Bills 3.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Check Mike, 99.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Hey, orbit.
Get nervous.
Go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Ball's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Ebron with it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To the air. Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of hits.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Stephen Hauschka for the point after.
Stephen Hauschka for the extra point.
And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go. 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here at the 34. But he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On 1st down, Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Got it!
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down.
At the 5-yard line.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. It's complete to Diggs. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw again is Jackson. And Diggs has it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So after the sack, here's second and 14.
Check. Hey, check 12.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. More people are really happy about those picks. Any fantasy team that has this defense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
48's Mike. 48's Mike.
Come on. Mike, 48.
Bring it.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
It's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
We want it. Come to my work. Check 9.
That one looks like he'll throw here. The 20. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So this